talking about a story. He's like, oh yeah, like the first time like I tried to use the word faggot in the skit, like they called me up, and like they're like Dave, like you can't say that shit, like you can't do it, and he's like all right, and then like he said he was leaving, and he's like yeah, but before I left, like I was like, hey yo, but like I say like nigger like all the time in the fucking show, like why can't I say that like with no like consequences? But I can't say the other one, and they're like, well, it's because you're not gay, like you're not allowed to say that.
Like you say,
and then he was like, well, Kelly, I'm not a nigger either.
Bro, that's what happens whenever you try to go up against fucking comedians, bro. They're just gonna meme you, dude. Like whenever Logan Paul tried taking shots at Chris D'Elia, he's like another comedian, and Logan Paul. Cause like he was like on Twitter talking shit about something, right? And then he started taking shots at Chris D'Elia, and I forgot like what, but like this guy like just like creamed him because he's a fucking comedian. Yeah. It just never works out, dude.
They're like quick. That's like just like.
It's like it's a career, bro, to like make fun of shit. Like you're just like trying to you're just like walking into like a roast battle with him. Like.
You're like telling LeBron James like to 1v1 you.
Bro, like LeBron James, or no, I think Kobe Bryant is just too good. Like I think there's just like one guy, like Kyrie Irving is like he's like this super like good player, right? And he challenged Kobe Bryant to a 1-on-1. And like this is like a professional basketball player, and like he's probably like one of the best. But like Kobe Bryant is like probably the GOAT.
He's Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, he's Kobe Bryant, and so like they go 1-on-1 for 10K, and then he just whoops his ass. He doesn't let him score once. It's like wow. So like LeBron James is supposed to be up there somewhere.
Bro, fucking in California, like college basketball players are like finally gonna start getting like paid
I think
to
that's
play.
what I needed to,
Like have you heard that? Some like going to like college football and like, basketball.
That's just probably gonna be cool.
Yeah,
they get paid to play.
Like, but like right now it's like only in California. Like it's not like 5 universities or some shit. Cause like they're like the first ones to be like, bro, these people should be like getting paid for like their jerseys and like all like the shit.
I just fear to come down.
Like, cause they're just there like getting paid in tuition to like go to college and like play.
Yeah.
But they don't get any revenue from like the sales of the jersey or like they don't get paid for the games.
Right?
Yeah. And so like people in California.
Bro, people are here just trying to hustle, bro. Yeah. It would be California. All them niggas are just trying to make a.
I mean, they make money out of college athletes.
Yeah, they make
get some money out of it.
Like, is it right now? Is it just basketball or is it football?
I think it's just supposed to be basketball.
Bro, how long until college is free? They just need to do that already.
Yeah, I mean, like the education is not worth it right now. What for the price?
Well, what some loans are doing is that like as soon as they graduate, they like pledge whatever like fortune that they're like about to acquire to like their entire classes like tuition or like student loans. And so I feel like if that system keeps moving forward, kind of pay back or pay it forward, like it could work out. But like if the government tried to like subsidize everybody's tuition or student loans, it would be a mess.
Well, you know what Bernie said also, but also keep in mind that like Bernie Sanders makes things way too simple. Like everything's like complicated, but like what he said.
That's almost any politician.
Huh?
Almost any politician.
Oh, that's true. But anyways, this dude was talking about like taxing Wall Street, like all the like transactions on Wall Street or something at like a certain rate, like pennies on the dollar, and then 1 year would probably pay for like all tuition for like 10. Like get rid of all the student debt that's already occurred, like that's here. You paid off in 1 year, and then support like the college system, like if you doing that through Wall Street. And these are like, cause they have too much fucking money anyways. But
also,
I think
like but like also like wasn't like high school like paid for, and then like they just made it free because like so everyone can afford it. It's like free. Like that happened in high school, right?
No. Wait, no, I don't know.
Like I think that happened.
Yeah, just so like moving forward, they should probably strive to do that. Cause like I feel like if you at least at the very least not a bachelor's, at the very least like an associate's, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I mean San Francisco has free like college tuition for like residents.
But then again, like if you really wanted to, Dallas community college system, like
it's good enough actually.
Yeah, it's really not that bad. Like I think I paid like $100 for a class, and I was able to back out like a good month and a half in, and I can get all my money back.
Yeah.
And then like if I decided to stay the whole class and like drop out at the end, I would get something on my transcript, but like I get like half my money.
I'll
already.
withdraw.
It's cool.
You get a W.
Language law. Language Jew.
You can only have 2 on your transcripts.
No.
Yeah, like the third one is bad for you.
Yeah.
You have a total of 5. But
How many do you have?
no, it said you could have a total of 5.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think that's the rule.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can have a total of 5 before you can't withdraw anymore.
Damn.
Without getting an F, I think.
College, fucking weird ass shit. You know, like UNCD, they don't even have like they don't even tell you your credit hours.
What?
They give you your degree based on like
The classes that you take.
yeah, and like you're like every year you just have like a circle that tells you the percentage of how much you've done. So like 50%,
Well, like-
90%, 80%.
Is that like? Is that?
They don't have like hours like normal classes.
Well, in Mexico, it's the same thing. It's like, at least in college over in Mexico, it's like the funny, you don't select your classes. They already predefine which classes you're gonna take in this year, in this semester, and what class you're gonna take the next semester.
Also,
So it's like a path. It's like a path. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's pretty dope.
So it's
I guess I'd rather do that than like have to like well, not really. No, I'd rather
you
be
decide
like,
to take like 2 different classes that, like, you could like decide to like take like calculus 1, and then you probably take linear algebra with it, and just like continue learning.
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
So
I'd
that's way, like-
rather have it the way they have it here, where you can choose your own classes, so you can like choose your own electives and shit, and stupid shit like that. Yeah, that's dope. You know, talking about Mexico, like I was listening to Joe Rogan's Headass again, like always, and he was talking to this guy that was talking about fentanyl. He was a journalist that wrote like a book about like fentanyl and all these drugs that are like killing people. Which, by the way, like fentanyl apparently is killing 30,000 people a year, and it's like it's right now it's worse than the height of AIDS. Like killing people per year, and it's because like not only is it just like a really like because everything's getting cut with it, like all the heroin and all the crack, everything, just basically any drug that you can get in a pill form that's probably like not weed. You gotta watch out for it because like it's all getting cut with fentanyl and you can like overdose on it. Like that's how that one dude Mac Miller died apparently. Well, anyways, he was spitting memes and he started talking about how like the drug cartels are like getting like pretty wild, and then that made me think of like the whole Trump situation, how he's like trying to like go into the thing and like like what's up Mexico, like as dude, and like I started thinking about it, and I started thinking about how like how what if like the cartels, they start ganging up with like ISIS in like the Middle East or something, and then like and then China supports them because like most of the drugs that are coming in to the U.S. that are like getting cut with fentanyl are coming from China anyways. And so like what if they just like since they already have ties with the Mexican cartels through that, like somehow like the cartels like themselves won't be strong enough to beat the U.S. But what if like they team hands with ISIS in China, and
I would believe ISIS, but like a country like siding with that, like I think like most countries would be like.
Well, that's it. Really is far fetched, but like they were giving like Mexico and like the Mexico and like Chinese trade relations.
Yeah.
They were giving them subsidies for them importing all this like all these drugs from China, and so they're like supporting.
Yeah, true. Maybe that like they probably do it, but like
subtly, it's sort of like whenever America was or the United States was like neutral, and like but they were giving people guns.
They're selling everyone guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Cause like.
You good, Steve?
Yeah.
Cause like true. Cause like they're already doing that.
Yeah.
Like and like when there's like actual conflict, I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, like we can't. Like there's like a lot of money if like these dudes lose.
Yeah.
So like fund that shit.
Yo, but like if it was just the cartels alone, like bro, like they're just gonna get raped, bro.
Yeah.
Like not to make a rape joke, but like, cause like yo, like
yeah, no, that's why. Oh, okay.
all the U.S. has to do is cause like what's the worst thing that a cartel has? Like a bazooka and like a helicopter?
No.
Huh?
No.
What do they have?
They have like helicopters and like tanks.
You know, they're
like,
first of all they're ex-military trained, and some of them were trained by the U.S. In Mexico. Second of all, they have a lot of influence in the military. That's all.
Yeah. That, but they're not the United States military.
Yeah.
And so yeah, but
Yeah,
these
and,
niggas
like,
are,
the United
loaded,
States-
bro. These niggas are
Vietnam.
They literally started a war in a fucking city just to free El Chapo's son.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is that I'm like weighing out the like firepower here, and it's all like all the U.S. has to do is that is like line up the whole fucking Mexican coast with like the Navy with their Navy, like clear it out. Like they're not gonna get shit, and then they just have like air warfare, and then like you got infantry, and it's just done. Like they just like they'll probably end up having to burn all of Mexico to the ground, but like
they're like give up, and they're like no, they're like all right.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like, I mean, because they're beating people in the Middle East who are bombing themselves. Like the leader of ISIS blew himself up, and like this is like
Yeah, and here's the thing: we actually never got rid of them, and they're pretty fucking strong either way.
what, ISIS?
Like all of them, yeah.
Well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like we're not worried about Al Qaeda anymore. We're worried more about ISIS.
Yeah, because they basically changed.
Yeah.
Change region. That's basically what happened.
Like all the power that Al Qaeda had, like it just went to ISIS.
Yeah, but like we're still probably like winning the war, bro. Like that is more or less. And it's like, but like it's also super. It'll probably be a more really complicated thing, but like.
And then right there is more. It's also an attack to a sovereign state as well.
Okay. We got Bin Laden and we got his son. His fucking son got wrecked by a dog.
Oh yeah, he blew himself up, right? He got chased by a dog. He blew himself up, and then like he killed like 2 other ISIS dudes with him, and the dog was like flying.
Allah Akbar!
I mean, I don't know the details, but I mean, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
happened.
this is crazy, dude. Yeah, we're making them bastards pay.
Bro, imagine like being in someone in that position of power, and then all you hear is just like a.
You're like, or like you just hear like pausing like the little click click. You're like, what the fuck?
Or like,
Oh,
what if it was like something straight out of an anime scene and they're like, oh, you've come.
Damn.
What, do you
This is gonna be interesting.
Would you feel like disrespected if they sent a dog after you?
Oh my god, this dude.
Like not Delta Force or like SEALs or anything, but like a fucking dog. Would you feel disrespected?
I mean, it wasn't like the dog alone. Like, the dog just got
No,
there
but like
first.
it was like,
Like what
throughout
breed of
the commission of a raid, the dog found him and was like bark bark.
Yeah, like, he was chasing
I'd just be mad at myself, like, dude, a dog. Fucking go out on a dog. It's like this dude was talking about choking on an orange earlier, and then I was like, bro, like at that point, I think so. Well, we said no that you probably wouldn't be thinking of this, but like I was like, imagine, like I put the thought out there at least that like, what if like you were just like, man, I guess this is how I go out on a fucking orange. Like I'd be like that, but like mad that it was like, man, I guess I'll just go out by a dog. Bro.
No, but like those dogs are trained to like grab your arm, so
Yeah.
like you're not even gonna die.
Yeah, but like beginning of the end, bro. Like that is like once he gets you, like what are you gonna do? Shoot him?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like I'm saying that like
They wouldn't kill you?
even with those thoughts,
Yeah.
like you're not gonna die. It's like the dude's just grabbing your arm. He's gonna try to rip off your arm, but like so like that you'd be like, oh fuck it, like I'm gonna get killed by a dog, and then he doesn't kill you. You're just like, oh shit, I'm going to charge him. Like,
Even
he's
worse.
gonna capture me.
Fuck. I think you know what they need to get rid of the fucking U.S. law that like says that you can't torture your enemies. You're captured.
Because
everybody does it.
Controversy behind that.
It's not. Well, you could.
And like this, we're still doing
we
it.
studied this case where like
no,
no, you go.
I don't care.
Well, we studied this case in class where like some Iraqi war prison where like even the U.S. troops were like fucking traumatized by like the shit that they did to like the enemy, and it's like the conditions that they kept the prisoners in. Like I remember one of them, like they kept this dude in like a half crucifix position for like days on end.
Yeah.
And like they would waterboard the shit out of him just to get information, and like the troops that were like there to like guard and shit, like they came out traumatized because of it.
Bro, it's not illegal to torture people, right?
Huh?
Like, is it actually illegal? To
Yeah, it's
torture,
illegal.
Like, it's a war crime, right?
Yeah.
You can
What?
Trump.
Yeah.
Trump did like
It's like a UN thing.
Yeah, and like dudes are still doing it. Like
I feel like they probably still do it once in a while.
when like the WikiLeaks dude, like he like sent out like a shit ton. There's like a shit ton of CIA papers of like dudes tortured and like how, and everyone's like, oh no, it's like illegal. Yeah, that's
Yo,
just
that
funny.
shit's nuts. Like, dude, definitely the government does shady shit. But like, when I think they need to start doing blatant, like no filter. I think that's how they should get rid of the law because like other countries do it like no filter, and then America is just like, okay, we got you, bro, we got you. Watch us behind closed doors. But like once they start doing it and like filming it like people do, like cutting off their heads and shit, I think that's whenever the U.S. is just gonna drop the dick and be like, bro, like, all right, what's up, nigga, like, pull up, bro, cut your head off too, dude. Like,
I don't think the US will.
I wish, bro, like I would want them to do that, but like, I want them to flex.
No, I don't think the US will like resort to cutting like the heads off of like
Bro.
ISIS officers and shit.
Like,
if that's not an effective message.
If we go to war and they start a draft, bro, for Mexico, bro, I want to be the first one to do
Okay,
it.
bro. The U.S. is supposed to be like the good guys, though, like the protagonists, the liberators and shit. They're not gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
That's why
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Like,
That's the image they put out for people.
No, that's.
Yeah,
Bro, I
but
wish
like,
they would.
You're
I'm
just
not
saying
saying they
like I want that shit to happen.
Yeah, I want
Like,
it.
he's not saying like
they would. Yep, that should be dope. Man, fucking U.S. But like, people say that per words of someone that I heard recently on a podcast, the U.S. is like a beacon of hope for like the world whenever like they go somewhere, and I was like, damn, because that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, but our nickname is Leaders of the Free World, bro.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people give like American society like a lot of
That's
shit.
very heartfelt, bro.
And I'm included in that population. Like I judge the shit out of our society, but like compared to like other societies, it's like it's the best of a bad situation.
Sweden has it.
I'm cool. Amsterdam has it pretty cool. Fucking shrooms and weed are legal. Also prostitution. So,
Oh, dude! All right, you want to talk about prostitution? I got
Nah,
you.
not with you.
Shrooms, weed, and prostitution are legal in the United States.
Okay, like we live.
Not
Not
all-
in the same place.
not all-
Not in the
not
same
all.
place. Not in the same place.
Vegas?
Vegas, you can't. It's Nevada. You can't smoke weed.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Oh,
I
he's
went
saying
there and I
like
saw a store that you can buy weed.
Well, it's
No.
probably what they sell right here too.
Like medicinal? No,
Yeah.
dude, weed.
Is it?
in Nevada.
Yeah,
It's
Nevada,
not
no.
legal there though.
There's only like 3 states:
Yes, it's like Colorado,
Colorado, Washington, and fucking
Washington.
California.
I was gonna say Washington.
Oh,
It's probably
It's
what they
probably
have
like
right
a
here,
smoke
bro.
shop.
It's cannabis. No, not cannabis.
Cannabis?
Whatever they have right here.
But anyways, Jason was
CBD?
just saying that like they're all illegal here, just not like in one place.
And
Yeah, that's
shrooms.
what- yeah.
Also shrooms. Yeah.
shrooms are.
Oh yeah,
No,
shrooms
no,
are
no,
legal.
the
in
shrooms
Denver,
is
right?
only
Like the
it's
criminal
only Denver.
laws.
Denver, I think Portland is also great.
Yeah, it's all that in Switzerland though. Or where did I fucking Amsterdam?
And I'm pretty sure more are.
It should be whenever there's whorehouses that are like that cops walk into.
Hey, fine.
What?
Bro, deadass, if they become legal, if whorehouses become legal, let's start
Say
with
it.
No, I want to know like, would you advocate the legalization of prostitution?
me.
Yeah.
Advocate it.
Anyone? Like, yeah.
I wouldn't use it, but like I guess.
Like,
I wouldn't
you
advocate,
think it
and I
would, like,
wouldn't.
be
But
positive
I
to
wouldn't.
regulate?
I wouldn't act.
I wouldn't advocate, but I
participate.
wouldn't argue.
Okay. So like kind of in the middle ground.
Yeah, basically in the middle ground.
It's like,
It's just like, yeah, it happens. I'll probably go. I mean, because I went to a strip club. Like,
Yeah, but I mean,
They reduce diseases for sure.
no, okay, so.
They're regulated.
No, there are already examples of like regulated, legalized like prostitution in like, Nevada, right?
Yeah.
Like in the counties where like brothels are legal and shit, right? And so what they found is that conditions for the workers there are fucking terrible. They are like they're practically in prison in their brothels because like they can't leave the fucking county.
bro, go.
Or they
and,
can't
like,
work
Bro.
outside.
Yeah,
Bro, go.
not only that, but like if they want to leave the county, they have to go with like
Yeah.
no, they have to go with like an escort, like a
Bro,
male
go
escort.
go and like make like the cleanest one like on earth.
No.
Like make one.
Wait,
Make
like,
what, a whorehouse?
Yeah, bro, you go make one and
No.
make like the littlest one, like the cleanest one, the most regular one.
Already like
And like set an example and be like, everyone's gonna go. That's money, bro.
already the brothels that are legalized in Nevada, like they do like monthly health checkups and shit.
No, I'm saying, but
I think
you
you should
would
do
like
it
be
weekly.
responsible for it.
No, I don't want to get involved with it.
Oh,
And I think it's like it's legal, but it's only legal in certain counties. It's
Yeah.
not legal. That's why they have to get escorts, somebody to go with them.
Do you think
so,
so
it ever
the
gets to a point
supporters
where they start
for, like,
legalizing like
legalization
all
of
the
prostitution argue that
like all the drugs like heroin?
as
Or
a
not,
sign of
yeah.
like advancement
I think
to
that
where,
should be
like,
done. Like that should have
we're
been
at
done
this point of, like, sexual
in
liberation,
2010.
right?
Well, the
What do
thing
you
is,
think?
like,
What do you
it's been-
think the societal impact
it's
will
been
be? You
had
think
it
more people
quite
will
a
start
while.
using?
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not.
Initially,
And,
probably
like,
yes, but then it'll just decrease.
Advocates
Overall,
for legalization of
like,
prostitution argue
Sacrifice
that,
the generation.
No, it's not even gonna be. No, it's just gonna be like the ones who are
help
already
make it
using.
safer.
It would, and also
They're
it's
gonna
money out of
use.
it.
Yeah, it would, but like what
So
the,
probably like 75%
the
of the
competitors for it, right? Like,
population.
they'll say like, no, you shouldn't legalize it.
Or
It's like they just
50.
look at what it
It
looks
is.
like right
Dude,
now.
imagine
And the
walking
thing is,
into
like,
a place
it's
where
really
they,
small.
where
It's
it's
not
like
that much.
it's like
It's not
what
that
is it?
much.
It's like a crack
Not
house,
that much.
but like a
that
legal crack house. And so
Yeah.
dudes are just like strung out on like heroin, or like do you think it'll be like what do you imagine it'll be like if like they have like places wherever you can go and shoot up heroin?
I mean, that's what like
heroin.
people are like advocating for,
Uh-huh.
like to have like
Right?
safe
I think
spaces,
they give you clean needles now.
because like it like stops diseases and shit like that.
Fuck
But
it.
like, I think like if you just legalize it, like, cause like he was like, Jason was like, he was like, oh, like it'll just like decrease eventually, right?
Also like, but also that's true.
But then like also like what drug that's legal like has decreased.
True.
I don't remember if it's like
You're right.
like an established like organization or something.
Also, like, cause like if they legalize all of them, like imagine meth, like, and then like, not so much meth, but like meth inside like a facility, like a whole facility worth of meth heads, like a 3-story high building of meth heads. What the fuck do you do?
And then like you like
no,
drop a-
like
Well, there'll be like regulations and stuff.
no, like
you could only
I don't
do
know.
one meth per day. Well, yeah, that's true.
single meth.
I don't know where I heard about this, but like
Bring it on pipe.
fuck, it might have been like in Germany or some shit, like or it might have been here in the States where like these people set up like these clinics where like if you're gonna use heroin or some shit, like you go into like
That's
this
just
room.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, like you shoot up and shit, like you trip balls or whatever, but if they see that you're overdosing, they're gonna like help you and shit.
They give you that punk lord like.
Yeah. Or like they just fucking take you to some treatment.
Oh, dude, you know that is like an inhalant.
That is.
It's not a needle.
So you just like.
Yeah, and
I mean, tell punk
It's not like-
it helps you start breathing. The way it works, I just learned it. The way it works is that like the same receptors that heroin act on,
Yeah.
like it uses it's a chemical that has a bigger affinity to those receptors, so it kicks out all the heroin receptors and it like binds to them instead, and then that's how you start breathing, and it works almost instantly. So like it's a really strong like.
Like wherever the fuck it is. So it's just like one of those no shit.
Yeah.
I think the only time I've seen something like that was like when they were like coming out with
I
like
drink half of
a
one.
blue shot that you don't have to inject for
Yeah.
like little kids like babies.
I
shit.
guess.
And it was in their notes.
So all
like
these humor.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Bro, the flu's the shit.
Bro, I'm still thinking about how this guy said flies in 2030 and we're in 2015.
He said 2019.
No, he said, I don't know.
Yeah, I said he's in 2030. Yeah, niggas are still in 2015.
Yeah, we were talking about him. Cause like I told this dude, I was like, lace up your shit, and he's like, nah, bro, that's the style. And I was like, yeah, bro, that's why you're not in 2030 and you're in 2019, bro.
Bro, no laces.
No, shoot.
No laces, put Velcro.
You dead ass, bro.
Nah, bro, it's like the fucking shoes from like Cloud Chess Meatballs. You just like slip them on and like they morph into like you like shit.
Like Vivo barefoot shoes. Those are nice.
See, nah, Bogart's living in 3030. No laces, no strap, bro. This boy just slip on boots. Slip on boots, true. Come on, pull up,
And that was
dude. Where you at?
Steel toes.
2019, ass.
With your lace up. Not even lace up.
People have often times called me an old soul.
Thing
You
It's the gayest thing I ever heard.
Really is?
I'm just telling y'all what people fucking tell me.
Calm.
Also, that's why you want to die.
Why?
Should have been dead already.
Old soul. This dude.
Bro, I should be dead already, dude.
Nah, we're finished. Bro, pass your booth or some shit.
Bro,
Bro.
you can book a game.
Go fucking break into Miguel's house.
Bro, whenever we were making this beat,
Funny.
and he was like, I was like, bro, so like, what kind of energy are you going for? He was like, I don't know, man, maybe like some breaking into your own house type
No,
shit.
he's like rob your own house shit. Miguel.
I like this dude told me one time that like they were talking about how Mike Tyson has weed, and like this dude is all like, bro, that bitch better knock me out. Bro, Miguel's retarded, dude. What the fuck is he even doing though?
He's eating his meat, or with his girlfriend, or
He
asleep.
has a girlfriend now?
He might, I don't know.
Probably.
Or asleep.
Probably. Like, this dude smoked like 3 blunts of Avi or some shit. Bro, weed and chill, bro. Why is weed so good? Like, what makes it so good? Honestly.
I don't even know. JK, weed's cool, bro.
Are you guys gonna, like, as of right now, would you get mad if you had a kid and you were smoking weed? Or you'd be like, why can't we hit it together?
No, yeah.
Like the kid?
Yeah.
Like, be like, yo, kid.
Hey, yo, kid, shut your mouth.
It smells musty as fuck.
That's what this is here. Like, all y'all smell like burgers or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
How the fuck do you open this door? I've been trying to open this
Bro,
shit
what
for,
is it? Like a
past
pill
hour.
brand? It's a
You
pill
have
brand.
to.
right?
And like, I'm getting like those magicians that bamboozle you, bro. I like open it, I'm like, yo, and it's just like raw shit, and I'm just like, huh. And I don't know where the rest is. Fucking my pepper.
Oh shit.
What the fuck?
Ooh. So like, you just put that shit in there and just like.
Yep. And it smelled proof. I'm just like.
Bro, I still can't believe the roofers who did the roof like still on grinder.
Oh yeah, they still doing grinding.
They still on grinder.
Oh shit.
Just left it outside like by where the bushes are.
Bro, this is
Yeah.
cool shit.
And then like they asked my mom, they were like, "Hey, what's that?" And then my mom was like, "Oh, that's my son's. He uses it to smoke weed." And like straight up, and they're like, "Oh." Okay. And then next thing you know, like it's up there.
I bet your mom said like you could have it.
Maybe your mom threw it away.
No, she
doesn't
cause
give a shit, right?
yeah, she was like, yeah, I think. Well, she's the one who put the thought in my head. She's like, yeah, dude, cause I was talking to, I had a cool conversation about it with him. I told myself to bring it in, but I just didn't. I was like, damn, mom.
Damn.
I did tell y'all the other day that we were watching like some shit, and like it was like some fucking some novella, and what happened was like this guy, he's like trying to find his brother because he thinks he's like a police officer or some shit. Or I don't know what he is, like an investigator, and he's trying to find like his brother because his brother killed like a girl. And he's trying to turn him in, right? And he's trying to get everybody to snitch on, well, not snitch on him, but tell him like his girlfriend wants to get his like wife or something to like tell him where he's at and like, shit like that. And like so basically, you know, he's like snitching on his own brother, even though like he's snitching to himself because he's the police. But like that's what mom was like, damn mom, like if the police came knocking at the door for me, and like they asked me where I was and shit, like would you tell them? She's like, yeah, Chris, if you did something stupid, like you gotta pay. And I'm like, damn mom, like I wouldn't snitch on you, bro.
I feel like that only applies when like you commit like mass murder for like no reason. Yeah, if it was just like
and like your parents are like,
If I committed mass murder, I'd hide you in my attic, bro, and I'd say I don't know where he's been.
I mean, because
check his chip.
I'm not one to like do irrational shit, you know.
No, bro.
Like if I'm to commit a crime, it's a crime of passion.
Bro,
Bro, shut up.
No, like
That's what he's gonna show
but either way, like, wouldn't you say that that there's rationale in mass murdering?
yeah,
Only if you like murder disabled people, maybe.
yeah.
No, just in general, like school shooters, there has to be rationale in it.
Yeah.
Like that's their
Yeah, they have fucking
Oh yeah, that's why they do it. That's why they do it.
So yeah, so you could like
Yeah,
invalid.
He's saying that he'll shoot up a sorority house.
if it's passionate, if like one of the thoughts cheated on him, like you're all going.
I mean, they all have.
Nah, bro. Speaking of novellas, bro, like you know how like the novella meme is like just like it's like, oh, this person has amnesia and like just like autistic shit, right? Like I was getting like I was getting a donut from like the kitchen,
Yeah.
and then like I was just watching the novella with my mom. Cause she was watching it and I just started staring at it, like watching it, and like, oh, because there's like a big scene where like these two people were like kissing or something, and I was like, bro, like novellas are just like retarded, like there's just like this just happens, right? Like someone's just falling in love with like someone else, right?
Yeah.
And then she was like, nah, novellas are cool, And I was like, nah. And then like I went to go get my donut, and when I came back, like the chick was crying. And I was like, damn, what happened, bro? Like, like 2 minutes ago was like the happiest moment of her life. And she was like, oh, because she found out that was her brother. And I was like, bro, novella is just like the meme-iest fucking story. Just like imagine a novella and like it exists, bro.
Which is crazy, bro. That was hard. Like, so, like sometimes, like, cause like I like the way I conversate with my mom when I get home, cause she's always watching it when I get home. Like the way I conversate with her is like I plead stupidity to understanding Spanish. So then I'm like, damn mom, so what he say? And like, well, what happened? So she's like explaining to me as it goes, and then and I think it's cool. Like I bond with my own novellas, and I'm like, and then I get sucked into it about what she's telling me. I'm like, goddamn, like, and then like I react to the music and shit. Like she's pretty dope, bro. Did it.
Wait, do you really not understand it, or?
No, I do. I just like played stupidity, like to talk to my mom, and like conversation about it.
Nah, bro, I was like, bro, stop watching shit or like keep it, bro.
I mean, like that is also the reality TV hit, like the Jersey Shore hit.
Bro. Yeah, true.
Bro, that Floribama show.
That Floribama, dude.
That shit's gonna be stupid, bro.
Bro, if you pull up and like tell me any story of Floribama, bro, like I'm gonna throw something.
You better be ready, bro. Cause I don't watch it, bro. I'm gonna try to. Troy, I don't watch anything. But I don't watch that.
Chill. Yeah, I remember when like everyone was watching Jersey Shore, and I was like, bro, keep this.
Jersey Shore. Did you ever watch Jersey Shore, Borgard?
What?
Did you ever watch Jersey Shore?
Just when Snooki got punched in.
I told you that was a thing, bro.
That's the thing that made it famous, because Timothy's like, are they gonna show this? Are they gonna air this? Well, they like played it 5 times in a row. They're like, is this suitable for TV? And we're like, well, I guess it is now. Like, what the fuck?
TMD is like the biggest snakes I know. They're just like in everybody's shit, dude. And like, man, fuck you, TMZ.
Yeah, bro, it's because they're still stuck on the old celebrity culture, bro. That's why.
True.
And like, some dudes killed him. Well, like, not really, but like, that's like a reason.
Do you think people actually get, like, celebrities actually get problems with like film, like cameras in their face always, right?
Yeah.
Like either that or like their ego gets like super exploded. Like imagine being like
freaking Kanye was like, like a celebrity paparazzi was like right there, like, good morning, Kanye. Like, fuck you. He was like going to his garage, opening the garage, like, good morning, Kanye. Fuck you, man.
Yeah. But I don't know, like, cause like it's either that or like your head gets like super big. Like, I feel, like imagine.
Which one do you think is litter, bro?
Super big head.
True, cause then like the other one's just
like, cause like it's like being king and being like, bro, it sucks being king. Like, you know.
Bro, do you think that's what happens with the FoozyTube dude, where it's just like where like that happened, and like when like or like he just stopped, he thought it was gonna last forever, and when he did it, he was like, and then like he went like all like autistic, bro. Cause like that's what I think happened. I was like, bro, this dude just like took like a gen or something, and like that's why. But like he's like he's like that dumbass. So like he's just interpreting it this way, and like he has the money to no one tell him like, hey, stop that.
Yeah.
And, like, you're doing something dumb. And so like he's just like.
Maybe, dude. I think like whenever like I think definitely money does have the power to change people, but like I think to most people it doesn't. I think to most people they just like what they realize is like they're just like depressed anyways, like even without money. Like because dudes are always all like I think what I asked someone earlier was like, would you rather be like super lonely and like all the money in the world, or would you rather be like super broke and like know a shit ton of people?
Super broke and no shit ton of people.
Yeah, you see? Cause like at the end of the day, like whenever you have money, you're gonna wanna like spend it, like, and like obviously that involves like people, like deadass. I think I don't know. Money's a weird subject because like I'd like money too. Deadass, like I'd probably buy like too many cars, and then crash them all.
Blow them up.
Shelby GT500 is out.
Yep.
That's 760 horsepower. It doesn't come in a manual though.
It's supposed to be fastest yet, isn't it? Or
huh?
Is it the fastest yet? Or?
Yeah, it's the fastest Mustang yet. Apparently, shit's dope.
When do you think Dodge is gonna come out with like another one? Because I already have like the 1,000 something horsepower.
Yeah.
Like if they see this and like people are like, yo, let's just how long until like Dodge's like put another for another 100,000?
No, well, like the Demon is already like faster, like it accelerates.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause
They do
like,
one
just
almost
like
every
Dodge.
year or every 2 years or something. Like anyone.
No, yeah, like I'm saying like
Performance.
like that they do it again, like cause it's just like bro, like they're getting attention, like just put like another 100,000 horseshoes in.
I don't know, like.
I think they're gonna try to improve it.
Because like it's gonna be like, well, they have to, because also like what's it called, Chevy is stepping into the like the petite
Muscle?
supercar realm, and they're moving away from muscle, like with the new
Yeah, they
new
use it on the
hybrid.
Camaro, right?
Yeah, they deleted the Camaro, and now they're like in the Ferrari type lane with like the hybrid motor, like 2 electrical motors and like the mid engine Corvette.
Bro, have you seen the Fiat sports car?
No.
That one looks dope.
Look at it. Yeah, so I think that's cool, and also like that's the direction Ford is going with like the Shelby. But like Ford's always been there with the Ford GT. Like if you look at the Ford GT, that whole like just rips, bro. Like the money you would spend on like a new C8, like the top line Z8, C8, like a ZR1 probably. Like I would rather spend that money on a Ford GT, because that is just nice.
It's not mid-engine.
Yes, it is, nigga.
Oh, it is right. 4GT.
Yeah. That's just dope, like too dope. Like I think like they sold John Cena one, cause like you had to be like it's like exclusive, and like John Cena sold it to somebody and everybody was mad at him. Like, everyone was mad at him 'cause
Oh, true, because it was like illegal, right?
Yeah.
Because like if you own it, like you have to be like famous,
Yeah.
or like an influencer, like has just no money, and then like be able to pay for it.
Yeah.
And like this dude, like, but he can't even fit in it. That's what he said, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, bro, like I can't even fit in it.
Imagine like a Rock, like
Yeah, bro, I think that's what The Rock said one time. He's like, bro, I don't have sports cars because I don't fit in them, and like all he has is trucks.
Fucking Hummers.
damn, like big energy detect. You think that's why like that's why do you think like short Mexican dudes like big trucks? Cause like
Probably, bro. Because they're like the meme of like small dick, like big trucks and shit.
no, it's usually muscle car like you're compensating for something.
No, but like that's like a meme.
As well.
Where like if
Yeah.
you see like a dude with like a
Like-
lifted truck, like small
lifted
dick,
trucks or the big ass truck. Yeah.
like small dick.
Ooh. I think I want to put a lift on my
Your pilot.
yeah.
Hit it, bro.
I wanna have that vibe. That,
Put the fucking
listen, Uno. The vibe that Darian's parents trails.
Oh, Trailblazer.
Trailblazer.
Oh, the Bronco.
That vibe.
Yeah, like yeah. That's what I was gonna
Whoa.
say. I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's what people are doing right now. Like they're like putting like big tires, like thick tires, on like SUVs. Like that's what Mexican like
That
boys
vibe.
are doing right now.
Oh, true. You should. I was gonna say is do the Jeep Wrangler type tires, the big ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
Like
And they're putting those on SUVs already.
because like they used to be
You doing
like
it on Honda?
like super thin rims, right?
Yeah.
On like an Escalade or something.
Yeah.
But like now instead of the super thin rims, they're putting like the thick ones.
Yeah.
So like it
The
looks
ones that
like
went
off road, yeah. So like that's like the meme they're spinning right now.
This is dope. I kind of starting to have a things for like big trucks, cause like
So your dick got smaller?
yeah, too much. But anyways.
Nah, bro, I like a stock truck.
Like a regular F-150, F-150.
Like however it comes out of the dealership, like it's like a big truck.
That's what I'm
Like-
into too.
Yeah, me too. But I don't know. Since
like
it's
if
getting
it's-
old, like they told me that Trailblazer was from the '89, right?
Yeah.
So now it's just like an antique vibe kind of.
That's my
Since it's
Mustang.
an
No,
04.
yeah, cause like yours is like an SUV, right?
Yeah, it's an
Like
04.
that's what I mean. Like the meme that people are spinning now, like they're like putting thick ass tires and like, making it look off road.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
really?
like anything that has like a little.
Right, right. But I'm also saying that how I like out of the factory aesthetics of
Oh
that.
yeah.
But like the reason that I'm going with that is because like it's like growing old. You know what I mean? Like it's 2019 and that car's from 04
Yeah.
type shit.
Also, SUVs are pretty cool. Though.
Yeah, but like for me these out of the factory, like it's usually just for trucks. Like, I feel like crazy. Cause like I don't feel like you can do anything to a truck that's like gonna make it look cooler. Everything just makes it look like a dumbass or some shit.
If you
Yeah.
put like a 2-inch lift on it, makes it look kind of.
Just left on your truck.
Bro, those trucks that are
Don't
like,
exaggerate.
I think I went to a mechanic shop the other day and like this dude is like
He
literally
has to like jump up.
no, bro, like he's under the car like fixing like a differential, like not a differential, like something with the drive shaft,
Yeah.
and like this dude's like literally like this, but he's able to work. So, like,
Oh.
yeah, like that's how high the fucking car is.
These are like
See,
uh,
the thing that I like about like those trucks is that you could work on it like without like having to like jack it up or whatnot.
On
A
what?
truck. Yeah, that's why I like truck. Like the reason I hate my car is because it's like so fucking low. So when I have to change the oil, I can't slide in there. I have to like.
Working on
Oh yeah, you
cars
can just put like a
so
mat down.
Stupid.
And you, like, slide
I
under
just
it.
put a mat down.
Yeah,
That's why
like-
SUVs are cool too.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm glad I got into working on my own cars because I figured out how much I fucking hate it and how like I'm not gonna do that. like that's one like I'll fucking it's like a good skill for me because I could usually fix my own car right and save like a lot of money, but like I just wouldn't work on it because it's so stupid. It's like no, dude, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have to. God damn. You know which ones? You know what meme got super old lately in the cars though? Like it came and like it got old that fast. It was the new Infinity shapes. Like have you seen them? Like the Infinity SUVs. They have like it's like curved. Like
Infinity SUV.
yeah, like what is it? Like Steven, the Infinity QX what?
QX80, QX60.
Infinity.
Pull that shit up, Breezy.
And that shit is like a tank, bro.
Oh, like look up the Ford Flex, bro. That was hideous, dude.
That shit. I like how it looks. That one.
I like
the Flex. The Flex looks weird.
Like it's like if you look at it in person, like all these are curved. It's like
All
curved.
the rovers are nice.
Yeah, I always said like curve shit on the car doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's
Dude, I like the car. It's like a
It
tank.
got it was cool when it came out, but then like it got old after like 2 months, 2 age.
So it has a big ass engine.
Like move away, bro.
Like a
And it's like
5.6.
fucking space. Motherfucker. I dropped the week.
Oh yeah, no.
Ford Flexes are pretty lame too, though.
They're like
They look weird.
You know
Like
you know what
hideous.
you know
I
what's
used to
so
like
weird? Like the fucking the new like you know how like there's like the Ranger, like the Ford Ranger, and like they're like smaller than like the F-150, right? And so like nowadays like the new Ford Ranger looks like the size of the old F-150, and so like I'm just wondering how big they're just gonna start making the truck.
They're gonna start getting-
Whole ass fucking tank coming at it and shit. Just like man, like have you seen that one video of like Post Malone getting like
The
his
Raptor?
like truck delivery?
The Raptor.
Yeah, and it has
oh,
like
the Raptor.
The 6x6.
yeah, and it has like yeah, and then the wheels like I guess like the 6 wheels like they weren't even engaged. They're like up, and then like I guess you have to like activate.
Either drop them or like whenever like
Yeah.
you get stuck.
Yeah, dude, it's like 2 wheels up front and then 3 wheels on each side in the back.
What?
Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, it's like 3 wheels on each side.
Let's see.
It's basically.
Was it a Raptor, bro? I
It's a
don't know.
Raptor. It's a Raptor, and it's done by Hennessy Performance. And just look up the 6x6.
I'm gonna just look up his.
No, like Hennessy Performance gets the Raptors, and they tune them up and they fix them up.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So, but like that's not his. Like it's the same.
Bro, have you seen Jeep trucks? It's like
Yeah.
the most ugliest
Yeah,
thing ever, bro.
I've seen it. Nah, it kind of has like a cool.
Like that one.
I like it.
Because it's long range.
Yeah.
It's like it's not like
The bed is it's. I don't know. It's ugly, but it's cool. I don't know.
Huge, bro.
Have you seen the Jeep?
That's a big ass truck.
Bro, Raptors are huge. Like just like.
I think it's called Black.
You know what I like about the new Raptors though? The Raptor SVT, like 2017. It's like they look like a Ford Ranger concept truck, but like
On steroids.
it's cool. Yeah. Like these hoes. It looks pretty simple,
Yeah.
It looks sportish.
but like it's just like a big ass like Shelby engine in it. It's pretty dang.
Bro, look up the new Jeep truck. Have you seen them?
Yeah. They're fucking retarded, right?
Bro, I don't know what like. I look at them and I'm just like, bro, it's like, why would you spend money on that?
Yeah, this
Cause
is
Jeep,
like,
Jeep
just
niggas are another
disgusting.
breed, bro.
But just buy a Jeep.
No,
bro.
dude, just buy a Jeep.
Just
Like
buy a Jeep, bro.
this,
like
this
you're gonna buy
instead-
this, I might as well buy a Jeep.
This instead of like a Jeep, bro. Look at this shit.
Because you're gonna pay
I've
for
seen
a Jeep,
it. I've
bro.
seen it.
It's fucking bullshit. Yeah.
Have you heard
man.
of the Jeep? I think the Performance.
Like, look at this. This is the Jeep Performance what?
The Jeep Performance. It's supposed to be the Cherokee, Grand Cherokee, but it's Performance.
What about it?
It's
Is it like just
something-
is it just
it's,
is it just like a Jeep Cherokee riced out?
Bro, I saw a Grand Cherokee like stock, but like its rims were black and
It's a black track or
Bro.
something like that. Something track.
The Grand Cherokee, yeah. Think.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's supposed to be the
Fucking
fastest
retarded.
SUV there is.
Yeah, because it has a Hellcat engine.
No.
The Jeep. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the Lamborghini SUV? Have you seen it?
The Urus.
The
The
Toro,
Urus?
Toro,
The Urus. That no, this is a Hellcat engine, bro. Like. Fucking Dodge. Like they got like the Hellcat engine and then like did more mods to it, and then now it's like the Hellcat Red Eye or whatever, and then they have the Demon, and it's just like I don't know.
What is the
like,
elephant?
like
Is
same
the
as a
elephant
meme. Like,
evil?
I wonder what the fuck they're gonna do. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Also, like, yeah. There's rumors that they're gonna stop the challenger and do the elephant. What is it?
The what?
Dope.
Elephant.
Elephant. And like they're gonna take the old body style
And then just.
and put the demon or Hellcat in it, and that's the concept car. That shit is badass. Like I would be Team Mopar if like that happened.
Same.
Like,
Bro,
that-
that shit released.
No, that's just the concept one that they made.
Oh, pass the booth. Is there